Hi, my name is Marie Elliott, and I'm the teacher of the Structured Autism class at Jackson Elementary in Amador County. I have been the teacher in this classroom since the classroom began, which was in the fall of 2003. At the present time, I have 9 students, all diagnosed on the autism spectrum, ages 3, which is the legal age that children can start instruction in a school environment, to the age of 7, which is when my students graduate to another program or into the regular ed environment. I thought I would show you a little bit about my classroom today and what it looks like, and I'd also describe my education for you. I have a master's degree in special education. I have a clear California credential and a special education credential. I also have my autism certificate through the UC Davis education program in cooperation with the UC Davis Mind Institute. So my classroom utilizes something called TEACCH. TEACCH is a program out of North Carolina, and if you look at my classroom setting, you can see that my classroom is separated into little separate areas, each area delineating the activity. This is what you're seeing right now is a teacher work area, an independent work area where children actually complete independent work skills. The goal of TEACCH is for the structure of the classroom as well as visual supports to helps the students to understand what's required of them, and also to help decrease behaviors. Autism, a diagnosis of autism is usually because a child has 3 areas of need or weakness. A child has to have a deficit in social skills, a deficit in communication, and also an increase in stereotypical behaviors. Sometimes we see rocking, self-stimulatory behaviors, perseverative behaviors, like a child that fixates on a water drain or a ceiling fan or a light, that kind of thing. So every child in my classroom, as I said before, does have a diagnosis of autism. I'll show you right here that every child in my classroom uses a visual schedule. Through the day, children will come to their visual schedule. We get them to come to their visual schedule by giving them a strip that they put into their name box. They take this first picture off, which is, in this case, bathroom. They move this arrow over to show what they're going to do next. And they carry this picture through the classroom to the restroom, where they put this picture on the wall. As the day goes on, the pictures decrease. This helps relieve anxiety in the child because they are visually strong. Kids with autism are very visually strong, and during the day they take these icons off, and they are able to see what's going to happen next through the day until the time they go home and they see that they get on the bus or car or whatever they do. I'll take you around the rest of my classroom. As you can see, this is a very large room, and you would think that only 9 children in this room, it would be huge, able to work, but really when you put 9 children with adults in here, it's sometimes quite small, actually. This is my morning circle area. You can see again, very visual, lots of pictures, things to show feelings, names, weather, everything is very visual, and that's the goal of a class for children with autism, that it's very visual as well. Some of my children are using pictures, actual pictures of things instead of icons. So you can see that schedules are very different, and also and some of them have also used objects. This would be an object to show that the child would go play, for example. Along with a child's schedule, which helps them transition, every child in my classroom uses a communication book, because remember that I said that children with autism also have difficulty communicating. This is an example of a PECS book, which stands for Picture Exchange Communication System. PECS is actually a research-based program that uses ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis, to assist children in communicating, where they would take this picture off and hand that picture to an adult, therefore requesting what they want, in this case, chips. So every child has a PECS book, and as you can see, again, the pictures are different according to the child's needs. Every child in this classroom has an IEP, which stands for Individual Education Plan. So depending on what the child is like, their communication book or their visual schedule is different. You can see this is a child that has some motor problems, and his communication icons are actually a picture of the Pringles can, and it's on the back of a jewelry box so that he can easily grab those pictures off, whereas having an icon like this or a picture like this would be much more difficult for this particular student. As you go through my classroom into the play area, you can see that in the play area there's a lot of things for sensory input: the ball bin, the trampoline, the mats, the big blue balls. Children with autism also have trouble with sensory integration, difficulty integrating what's going on in their system, their central nervous system, into what we perceive we are supposed to be doing in our world. We do a lot of sensory input throughout the day, as well, not only playing in this play area, but we also do a lot of swinging, we do a lot of brushing and hugging and giving lots of deep pressure input, tactile input, and vestibular input to help the child's behaviors. Our goal for every child in our classroom, obviously, is that they would be able to learn in this environment, and we want our students to be happy. So we work really, really hard to try to decrease the stereotypical behavior so we can increase their ability to learn in this class setting. And I'll just leave you with the rest of my classroom. You can see that this is a big open area. We do art. This is where we have our snack, and so I just leave you and just thank you for visiting my classroom today, and I hope that I've given you some information that will help you understand autism a little bit better. Again, bye-bye.